Hi, this is Kathleen and welcome back to Lakay Visionaries. In the previous episode, my real estate journey was just getting started, so let's dive right back where we left off. After a long day, I rinsed out the deep conditioner and used a combination of Creole essences, hair milk, and pomade Creole to flat twist my hair. The next morning, I was ready to go with another layered ensemble to protect my twists. Let's not forget my mask. I was nearing the end of my 2-hour drive to meet with my realtor when I hit an unexpected roadblock, or more like a massive pothole. Low-profile tires mounted on 20-inch wheels are great for the racetrack and the aesthetic, but no match for an obstacle course of city potholes. My tire was shredded fast before I could make it to a safer area, and my darling vehicle does not come with a spare. Towing companies had their hands full that day, and it took hours before one was available to rescue me. A new tire would have to be special ordered, and my meeting with the realtor was rescheduled for the following day. I found a nearby hotel to decompress and rest for the night. Take 2. This time, I get to hit the streets with a full twist out made even more glowing with Creole Essence's L'Huile Masquetie. My first stop was a small 3-bedroom row home less than 1,000 square feet.
That's not the big ones you gotta pay for though. This is clean.
See the step? Be careful.
Yeah.
So basically all we have to do is put a condenser and
Oh my god, that is disgusting. Oh my god, did I touch that thing?
No.
Oh really? Now I got a love for that, huh?
This is all you. There are spider webs down here. I am not about that life. I do not want to leave with any spiders. There could be a black widow. I do not do these things with spiders. I will go skydiving any day. If I got a spider in my hair, I'm gonna lose my... Wait, so they're still here?
With that door being open, you could have spiders.
I believe so.
Both Hamilton and I met with the realtor. As discussed in the previous video, access to the MLS is one of the main reasons to use a realtor. You should select a realtor who has experience working with investors and understands what your goals are. Generally, a realtor's priority is closing a deal since they make money from the commission. Always keep that in mind. Some realtors may be interested in creating a long-term relationship with an investor likely to buy and sell multiple properties over time. But it is still your responsibility as the investor, not theirs, to determine if a property will be profitable for you. As mentioned in the previous episode, the ARV, or after repair value, is the most important thing to figure out to see if a property is profitable or not. Ask your realtor for his or her opinion of the ARV, but always remember that it is ultimately up to you to do your own research as well to avoid being pushed into a bad deal. Also, do not sign any exclusive agency agreements. Some realtors will sneak that in among documents to be signed. It basically locks you into buying all of your properties through them for a designated period of time. And if you buy any property during that period, even without their assistance, either directly from a homeowner or a wholesaler or even another realtor, you still owe them a commission. Read every line of everything that you are signing. And if you don't understand something, ask questions. If you have an attorney on retainer, run the forms by him or her. A realtor's work should stand out on its own to win your loyalty. Your continued patronage shouldn't be forced. Viewing properties with a contractor present is very helpful. The contractor can give you estimates in real time of how much you will likely need to spend on repairs. This property is not a complete total rehab or total gut renovation, but it will require intensive work. The asking price was about $45,000. Hamilton projected rehab costs of about $50,000. According to the Realtor, recent comps sold for $92,000 to $110,000. So let's estimate an ARV of $100,000. On the surface, the purchase price of $45,000 plus the repair cost of $50,000 would mean a meager profit of $5,000. More detailed consideration of the total cost would include closing costs such as title insurance, documentation preparation costs, deed recording fees, transfer tax, etc. That can easily exceed $2,000. Then there are the holding costs. Holding costs are the monthly expenses just for owning the property during the rehab period until it is sold. Those include, but are not limited to, property taxes, insurance, and utilities. Holding costs for a 3-month project may also exceed $2,000. So far, that meager $5,000 profit is almost gone. If you require taking out a loan to finance your purchase, the interest would completely eliminate the barely there profit, and you would be operating at a loss. This property is not profitable. On to the next one.
It's like this one. If it was here, like it angles off so that it doesn't go straight out to Broad Street. If it opened up to
So 69 shouldn't consider as top price for this neighborhood?
yeah, I would say top price.
Top price in this condition?
It's just been on the market for 12 days, so.
The asking price for this house was $69,000, but considering its condition, the amount of work that would need to be done would result in minimal, if any, profit. Moving on. Our next row home was in obvious poor condition when we pulled up. When Hamilton opened the door, there was so much clutter that he advised me to wait outside as he deemed it too dangerous. Pray for me.
I don't think you should contact.
They're good.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there's a cat inside here too.
Yeah, see? Like no wood, no nothing on that.
I'm not going any farther.
Alright.
There is a cat inside here, so we are it.
He was greeted by a feral cat colony upstairs, and that ended the viewing. The presence of feral cat colonies inside of a property is a major red flag for him and indicates extremely poor conditions. And lastly, we reached our final house for the day. The door had been boarded up to prevent squatters from entering and would require additional tools for us to gain access. The home had obvious fire damage, and the initial asking price was $39,000. A similar property right across the street was valued at about $170,000. Whether or not this house would be a profitable deal depended on the extent of the fire damage inside. The foundation was solid and in good condition, but the rest of the house would require total gut renovation. They're probably doing this to avoid squatters or anything like that, people getting hurt. Overall, even with the repair work required, there was a potential profit of at least $50,000, and I was interested in making this deal. No, not for remake. What do you expect?
39,000.
Oh, this is nice.
Okay, they
The
have
ceilings are.
And it's brick.
Yeah, the ceilings
they
are.
have a boiler, but we have to change that in the faucet. So that's gonna be cost some money.
What do you mean you know?
Yeah, because I teach you well.
Oh, I'm serious, Uncle Hamilton.
We destroy that wall over here. We have a beautiful kitchen right here. But we're not only for this, we're changing the tile.
Oh, I actually do like this property.
to go there, Joe. Not worried about that.
As long as I don't fall through the floor, Uncle Hamilton.
It's solid. Yeah,
I hurried back to the hotel to complete and sign the offer document that would be submitted by the realtor, known as the RPA, or Residential Purchase Agreement. There were several other investors interested in this property, so we had to act quickly. My initial offer was $45,000, a little higher than the asking price. Once all of the electronic signatures had been completed, Hamilton and I reconvened for a much-needed outdoor dinner at one of our favorite restaurants downtown. I love Branzino. So I'm back at the hotel after an exciting and productive day, and now I have to tend to my wounds, or more like mosquito bites. I guess that's what I get for deciding to look professional while seeing houses requiring full renovation. Both of my legs provided a great feast for mosquitoes. I've applied some hydrocortisone gel to help with the itching, and I will rethink my choice of clothing in the future. Oh, let's not forget my darling vehicle. I picked her up from Honda Service Center the next morning. So my car is ready for pickup. The wheel that sustained the damage has been moved to the rear so that the steering is not affected. If you look closely, you can see where the dents still are in the wheel. But it's still safe to drive. The wheel will have to be taken to a wheel specialist so that it can be repaired once I return. Join me next time to find out the outcome of my first offer. Until then, cheers! And cut! Beautiful guys, beautiful guys.